Hello there, internet dwellers, welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to the Grizzco Tapes Volume 3. I didn't realise that I never watched this. I watched the first two, but never watched the third one, and I thought, why not? This is a good time to watch it because there's not a lot out there at the minute. It was a pretty good series, to be fair. So, if I remember correctly what's been happening on the Grizzco, there was some kind of accident involving a missing worker or something. It turns out that she fell into the water, and there was an investigation into what happened, and the Grizzco company, or whatever they're called, are trying to cover up the tracks. So there's something dodgy going on behind the scenes. Maybe they're letting these people die to cut costs or something like that. So we know there's something dodgy going on because every time an investigation happens into it, they're basically cut off and they're told, you know, stop looking into this kind of thing. So yeah, there's something dodgy going on. And obviously if you're a fan of the games, you'll probably know about the Grizzco. I don't know much about Splatoon. If you do play it, I'm guessing you'll know what some of this means, because apparently there's some very dark themes in Splatoon that adapt well into a horror series. So I think this might be the last tape, to be fair, Volume 3. But yeah, we're going to watch this. So if you do enjoy, be sure to subscribe to Germ. If you enjoy my reaction, why not leave a like, rating, and subscribe. But without further ado, audio can be loud. What does any of these mean? Okay, here we go. Let's jump in. There's no captions for this either. Got a drink here, guys. This videotape is classified. Unauthorized viewing of this tape is prohibited. Prohibited. I should really do these things before I record. But I think it's pretty well done, to be fair. I think that childlike themes mixed with darkness or like a underlying horror always kind of fits well into the horror tropes or the horror genre for sure. This is Detective Beep in continuation of the documentation of the Kaya Shiru missing incident. Following our phone call with Grizzco Industries regarding Kei Shiru, we were met with an abrupt termination to our phone call. The sudden termination of the call, merely seconds after the mention of Kaya Shiru, entices great suspicion. This further confirms our supposition on Grizzco's primary involvement with the disappearance of Kaya. However, the termination of our call could also be linked to the recipient sharing company-deemed private information fully unrelated to Kaya's disappearance. Vitamins! There is much to speculate. Oh, it's stuck in my throat. Hang on. Oh, I hate when that happens. Oh, you know, some people take vitamins and pills dry. You freaks. What's wrong with you? 2 days and 4 hours later, as mentioned by the phone call overseer during the call termination, we were indeed later contacted by Grizzco information and blah, 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 use of their employees' conduct violation. We were further informed that the nature of our investigations interject on the company's privacy and business. Further invasion of our company and employees' privacy, and you'll hear from our lawyers. Feels like those laws are in place to protect the company and not the people. To our surprise, we were contacted by an anonymous caller the very next day. On Bleep, we received the phone call from the caller in question, personally referred to as 2. On Bleep, we received... Okay. Stating they may have information they could share regarding information on Run 349.12 Polaris. They claim to have been on an ex-Grizzco employee fired due to infraction of employment terms. Whether or not this dismissal was valid or not remains unknown. Unfortunately, not much direct information was able to be shared regarding Grizzco on account of 2 signing a non-disclosure agreement following their dismissal. NDAs. A call was held at 4:15 a.m. directly to our primary investigator. The call lasted for a few minutes before the recipient too began to sound nervous. The caller is audibly still very young. They're teenagers, aren't they? Which makes it even weirder. They're sending these teenagers out onto these like death runs, basically. Hello, who is this? I'd like to speak with Mr.
You came to the right person. Oh, hello.
Who is this? Why are you calling? It's barely 4 in the morning. I can help you. This is about Kaya. I'm listening. Call me too. I'm a former Grizzco egg harvester. I was fired for not doing what I meant to do. I signed something. I'm like, this sounds like me just trying to explain something. Are you okay? Are you safe? You seem to stammer a lot. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yes. Yes, I'm okay. Anxiety and psychogenic conditions. So, what did you call me for? I can't tell you a lot, or, well, anything, but I have something that could help you, or will, I guess. I'm gonna send you a friend. They weren't directly involved with you-know-who, Voldemort, but because of what I signed, I can't tell you much, but I can send them to tell you what I can't say. If that makes sense. You're sending us a middleman. I have to go now. I have to go. Sorry for waking you up. No worries. When are we to expect your friend? Well, never. It was a prank call. State your name for the record, please. Warabi Chang. Could you repeat your last name for us, please? Chang. Chang Seong. CHANGSEONG. Yep. Thank you, Mr. Chang. Oh! So you were sent by the anonymous caller from yesterday, am I correct? Yeah. It looks like Dobby. What's Dobby doing here? I'm Two's friend. Great. So if you're the right person, please tell us everything you know or can tell us at the moment. Sorry. Yeah, as you know, Two can't tell you a lot because of his circumstances. That leaves him in a bit of an annoying situation where he can't tell anyone shit. He's real mopey as of late. If we could remain professional, Mr. Chang. Yeah, no, stop saying shit. Anyways, with Two stuck and all, that's where I come in. Two's not allowed to tell their stuff since he was a worker at Grizzco. However, I'm not, and I didn't sign anything that says I can't. So what, he worked there too? Two only had one thing that I can probably tell you guys without getting into trouble. If you never let Grizzco find out, you know of what I'm about to tell you. Please, go on. He wrote it on this piece of paper for me to read. Still, that's going against NDA though, isn't it? He's discussing things. Grizzco's hands out really cheap disposable audio recorders for work shift logging to all employees. We usually receive them after a squadron confirmation before shipping out to salmonid waters. It comes with a small built-in camera. It's kind of awful and we're required to take a photo before and after a ship. The reason why is beyond me. It's okay if the audio recorders break since they're so cheap. Grizzco mass produces them nonetheless. So if an employee is to break through, let's say, tripping into water, which really messes up the device, as long as there is at least one recording from remember, there's no real trouble. Grizzco is super lenient on archiving and logging. At the end of shifts, we hand them to workers and they transfer the audio onto computers. And then into a big server room thingy. Receptionists, other kinds of workers, but most importantly, employees are permitted to listen to their own recordings. Okay. I was there during the disappearance of Kaya. I am not safe. If I even reveal anything directly, I'll be put into even hotter water than I already am in. I have the audio of Shift Polaris 349.12 Polaris on the now off-limits Marooners Bay. With this little paper comes a stick. All you need is in there. So you're a whistleblower. And here it is. We're going to see that now. You're saying that it's a real audio recording of the very shift Kaya was last seen in. Whatever the paper said. It's the last remains of Kaya's voice before she left the shift and went missing. I haven't listened to it myself. May we take it? All yours. Was there anything else that Tu wanted to share with us? He likely won't be calling you guys again since he's just so scared all the time. I don't know. I don't really know what got into him, but he's so paranoid all the time. Well, he's dealing with a freaking corrupt company, so I would be too. He just wanted to give you guys the stick. Interesting. God. Delicious. I can't help but see Dobby. Well, Mr. Warabi, it's been a pleasure discussing with you. Mm-hmm. You're now free to go. Well, I'll be analyzing this. In a lab and stuff, like in movies? No. Sorry. It's just on the computer, I guess, you know. That's how it's usually done. Enhance. That always irks me, that. They like get like a Super 8 camera, especially Sinister. I think I've said this before in my video, that film Sinister, where he goes through all of the freaking footage with a Super 8 camera and then he sees the face in the corner. Then he enhances the face and all of a sudden it's picture like perfect 720p. That's not how it works. And they need to upgrade their freaking hardware, man. Okay, a bunch of Splatoon language at the top there. Is this loading or? Seagulls. Guess I'm taking a photo. Means nothing. I don't understand Splatoon language. It's just. What's happening? What is that sound? Okay, that's them firing, right? I've never played the game before. But what, are they sent out to, like, harvest eggs? Jeez. Is that a chainsaw? Do they just bring a speaker with them for the music? Alright, I did like Splatoon, to be fair. It was a fun game. What happened? Someone getting... No, don't say that, Ryan. Okay, they're running from or to something. Now they're in the water. Why would they run into the water? Oh my god, that's a horrific sound. It sounded like they ran out there to try and save someone. Or they saw something, they ran out there. And then just got... It's like when you... Okay. It's like when a kangaroo's in, like, deep water. End of tape 3. So is this going to continue? Or... Because I don't think there's a volume 4. So maybe you guys who maybe play Splatoon will kind of have a better understanding of what's happening there. Like, obviously, there are... Even a fake sky would suffice. What does that mean? So they're not living in a real world? Interesting. So obviously something happens during a Grizzco. Is it? Are they called Grizzco missions, or is it? What is it? What goes on? I'd probably understand it a lot better if I understood the concept of what's going on. All right, going off the tape title, Kaya is most likely still alive, but she's lost somewhere in salmonid waters. But she didn't voluntarily go into the water, and it's almost like something was dragging her in, which is why she didn't get into the chopper with the rest of the workers, which is later confirmed with the phrase, can't stop breathing and something is in the water. Don't know what I'm feeling every part of you or I love you, I hate you means, but maybe the latter could be Kaya thinking about her loved ones while also resenting Grizzco and possibly her co-workers who left her behind. 2 is most likely scared because Grizzco is actively stalking them. As IIRC in the first tape, Grizzco made a passive-aggressive threat towards workers and their families. These Grizzco guys seem like real jerks, man. They're not very nice people, are they? When Kaya is being pulled into the water, I'm fairly certain I hear an egg snatcher, meaning Kaya might have been dragged into the water, crawled back out in a weakened state, then carried away by an egg snatcher, hence why she is tossed but not sunk. You guys can read through the comments if you wish. Obviously, like I said, if you like playing Splatoon, you'll probably appreciate it a lot more. But that is, I'm not sure if they've done a volume 4. Last video was 4 months ago, and that's Beyonce. Maybe they will come back to it. Who knows? If not, then either way, the tapes have been good, and I think the themes of the game really lent themselves well to a horror concept, and this person delivered that very, very well. But yeah, there we go, guys. That was Grizzco Tapes Volume 3. Hope you guys did enjoy. Once again, be sure to go subscribe to Germ, like the video, all that good stuff. And if you enjoyed my reaction, why not leave a like, rate, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.